Hey guys, Andy here to recap my top 10 favorite moments from my Southwest trip in no particular order. Number 1, sunsets. My mom lives in Cozumel, Mexico, so she's pretty much queen of the sunsets, but I gave her a run for her money this week. There were some pretty fantastic views over Santa Monica. Number 2 is family. Got to see quite a bit of cousins on my dad's side during the trip. Haley in Vegas was awesome. Only got to hang out with her for a little bit, but got to hear about the rest of the cousins and such in Idaho from her, so it was good. Then I saw Bridget and her family in LA. Her and Ted took us out to eat at this awesome barbecue restaurant, which is pretty funny, but that she took an Oklahoma girl out to eat barbecue, but it was amazing. It was definitely good. Then later in the night, Danielle and I whipped some butt and some taboo against Bridget and Dylan. You know, it was actually like by 2 points, barely, but you know, we won. Saw Kimmy in San Diego and hung out with her family, ate some fondue, and got to have a day in the life of Kimmy and see what she does day to day. It was pretty awesome. Caught up with her later that night over some hard cider, and it was good catching up with her again. Saw Aunt Maureen in Phoenix with her grandson Nate, who's growing up crazy. Really good to see her. Didn't get to see any of her beautiful girls, but hopefully next trip I'll get to. But now on to number 3. This one doesn't need any introduction.
Oh, pick a lane, bitch!
Number 4, Paris, California. Actually, Skydive Paris to be exact, and man, that's a cool place. It has its own swimming pool, its own bar, its own restaurant, its own wind tunnel, so you don't even have to fall out of a plane to skydive. That place is pretty amazing, but most of all, it has Brad. And Brad was my AFW instructor out at Skydive Dallas, and it was good to see him again, for sure. But not just Brad, there was Eric and Cody and John, and it was just really cool to see some familiar faces from back home. But Brad is doing this really cool formation with like 12 other people where they're going to fall out of the plane and make a circular formation that was on the cover of this 1980-something parachutist, but has never been done. It was just a drawing, and we're going to see if it can actually happen, and I'm really looking forward to seeing the pictures from that, but to even see him practice was really cool. Number 5. Okay, on the very first night of my trip, I found myself on the 61st floor of the Cosmopolitan at this amazing party. Free alcohol, beautiful people, nerds. It was like heaven for Andy, not gonna lie. But one of the best parts of the night was this guy took off his baseball cap and sitting on his head was a yarmulke. That being funny enough, I asked him where he got it, and he said he found it. Pretty funny. I had a laugh about it, but it wasn't until the next morning when going through my Facebook wall did I see this picture, which makes it way funnier. He actually found it on somebody. Now, that's hilarious. Number 6, got to meet up with this crazy dude. He's super talented, super funny, and man, does he always give me the best advice. Number 7, getting to see my Dallas friends out there. David took me out to lunch, which was really awesome. Got to spend a few wonderful evenings with him, walking the Santa Monica beach. Got to see Matt. He flew out on Friday and helped me film the E.R.I.C Foundation, which was awesome. Getting to see him is always great. Shot the beautiful Courtney Ellis, and you guys will be really happy to see those images. They are awesome, but how can that girl, do any wrong? Didn't get to shoot the beautiful Courtney Kennedy this trip, but she did give me some awesome shoes, which was great, and we've got some pretty awesome things planned for back in Dallas, so no big deal. It happens. Devin was out there, and that girl's always a blast. Number 8, Tinder. Okay, now before you judge me, I met some pretty cool people. I'm not ashamed. This guy owns a sound studio and prepared some pretty cool beats for me in summer. We're going to do something epic in the works, so it's going to be awesome. Met up with this guy, bought me awesome sushi, super cool dude, and he looks like that. Met up with this guy, and we're going to do some video and photography work of his limousine company and his cars. So you never know what Tinder's going to put out there for you. Number 9 has to go out to my bobsledding teammates. I had a bunch of fun on this trip, but that night in Santa Monica was one of the best for sure. Young, dumb, and having fun. So this one goes out to Evan and Devin and Jaeger. I had fun on that bobsled. I'm glad I jumped on. Number 10, last but not least, is the E.R.I.C Foundation. E.R.I.C stands for Early Recognition is Critical, and is the whole reason I took this trip. It's a cancer foundation that teaches youth about their body through ultimate frisbee. And if you want more information on it, you can contact E.R.I.C at facebook.com/early recognition is critical or earlyrecognitioniscritical.org. Now, on a side note, I no longer have to do my trips alone anymore. My best friend Summer's joining me on the trip.
Hi, I'm the funny one.
And I love her. And we're looking for sponsors.
So if you have suggestions on where you'd like to see us go,
or events, people, or things you want me to take pictures of,
just let us know in the comments below, or send us an email, or give us a call, or send a friggin' pigeon carrier.
We don't care. Just tell us.
That's it.
See you next time. It's time for supper.